Hey y'all, Meredith here with Peak Performance, and today we're going to talk a little bit about shoulder pain with planking. This is actually a pretty common problem and something that I've heard from a few of my patients, so I wanted to share some things that you can do to help out your shoulder pain while doing any kind of a plank or being in that push-up position. And then also some things you can do in the meantime to kind of meet yourself where you're at and to help your body get used to that full weight bearing position. So first off, we're going to talk about a push-up plus, which is basically working those stabilizers around your shoulder to try and keep your shoulder blade really nice and stable. Typically when you're in a plank position and you're holding that position for a long time, what's called your serratus anterior will start to fatigue out. And so that'll cause your shoulders to kind of sag back. If you're watching someone do this, you'll see their shoulder blades kind of pop up a little bit above their back. So what happens with this is that serratus basically shuts off, and you've got so much extra pressure going through your shoulders then. And if you have any kind of impingement issue in your shoulder, you're basically just taking it and jamming those little tendons that are so irritated already. So it's a great way to keep your shoulder irritated. So what we can do for this, if your shoulder is not super reactive, you can try this in a push-up position. You can also try it in a bear crawl position, which is a little bit easier. So for this, you're going to get into that push-up position, or if that's too much, you can scale it back to being just straight up on your knees. And what you're going to do is you're going to let your shoulders sag down into that lazy shoulder position, and then you're going to push up away from the floor as far as you can go without arching your back up or anything like that. You want to keep your core engaged and keep that back nice and flat. But you want to think about pushing those shoulders as far away from the floor as you can. And then you're going to allow them back down and then back up. You want to go through as big of a range of motion as you can control for that. If you're not able to do that push-up position, you can try getting into a bear crawl position, so you're not extended out quite as far, but you've still got a lot of body weight going through your shoulders. If that's too much, you can get on your hands and knees. And if that's too much, then you can actually sit back a little bit so that more of your weight is on your knees. So you can sit back as far as you need to. If your shoulders are really flared up, you may have to be all the way back here. But you can still do that same exercise. So pushing through your hands, trying to basically push your shoulders as far away from the floor as possible, and then sagging down. Okay. As you get better at that, you can kind of walk out a little bit, so you've got more weight going through your hands. You're getting closer and closer to that full hands and knees position. And then from there, once that gets easy, you can progress to a bear crawl, and then eventually to the full plank. So try it out, see how you like it. This is one of those things that I do for all of my shoulders who are having pain with that plank position or a push-up position. So if you're having any kind of shoulder problems and feel like you need a little bit of help in working through them, give us a call at Peak Performance. We'd love to help you out. Thanks.